Hi there! Imagine a classroom where every student is free to learn, grow, and succeed without the weight of anxiety, depression, and trauma. Mental health is something that affects 1 in 5 students, and many times the same mental health goes unnoticed. So, I would like to tell you why schools should offer free mental health counseling for students. Mental health is something that affects families, classrooms, and communities every single day. Growing up, I was around people all ages and all times who had succumbed to mental health challenges. A lot of them grew up with addiction, with trauma, with things that oftentimes affected them into their adulthood. So today I'd like to bring up 3 points about free mental health counseling. Number 1, I'd like to go over the growing mental health crisis that we're facing every day as Americans. Number 2, I would like to offer the benefits of providing free mental health counseling for students. And finally, number 3, I would like to teach you and show you how schools can implement these same mental health counseling resources every day. So, according to the CDC website, 1 in 5 children experience a diagnosable mental health disorder. That's a lot. The CDC website, according to 2024, also states that suicide is the second leading cause of death among kids that are aged 10 to 24, showing that it's a very, very serious crisis. According to Sally Curtin, from a 2019 website source, it says that post-pandemic anxiety and depression has raised to an all-time high. So, the barriers for students is one thing that is creating a huge problem for the access to mental health resources. Private therapy can be expensive and it's also inaccessible. Another common problem is the social stigma that's attached to students who are trying to seek help. So, I would like to move on to how free counseling can help students every day. So the very first benefit, of course, would be an academic benefit. It would increase better grades, it would get better attendance for students if they're able to work through their emotions. Another thing is that counseling would help reduce disruptive behaviors among students. Another benefit would be the social and emotional benefit of helping students, building resilience to bullying, reducing stress and anxiety, and improving relationships among peers, parents, and the teachers. According to Ezra Goldberstein from a 2024 article, it states that school-based counseling increases mental health and capital-related outcomes. What that means is not only do students end up getting better grades, but it also gets their grades better, their ideas better, their responses better, and it creates more productive students. So in the long run, it actually ends up making money and being a very productive thing for society. Early intervention prevents some very serious long-term depression and also things that relate to addiction. So, how to achieve free counseling? This is something that may seem far-fetched, but it's very easy and approachable. One thing we can do is add funding for schools. There's tons of state and federal grants that are applicable to getting free health counseling for students. Another idea would be partnering with local mental health programs. Certain organizations and clinics that are around in the area can oftentimes add resources to public schools. The last one would be nonprofit organization. Any school that teams up with these nonprofits allows themselves to have the ability to connect with all sorts of different resources that can benefit students in the long run regarding their mental health. So, peer counseling allows trained students as volunteers to support peers with the supervision of a trusted professional. This is something that's easy, accessible, and requires a low budget. Another one would be to have districts on site with mental health clinics. That's something that's being implemented every single day, and I think that it would cause a lot of outreach for students. The very last one, and maybe the most important for places where it's hard to access mental health resources, would be telehealth. Something that requires not a lot of money, requires just a little bit of time, and people who are in rural, hard to reach areas still have the access that everyone else does, and it's something that we could implement very easily in schools. So in conclusion, the mental health crisis of America is something that is growing every single day. It's reaching sky limits, and it's also affecting every student, 1 in 5. Furthermore, the conclusion, the benefits of counseling. There's plenty of benefits. It's something that can help someone every single day. It's something that helps create a more productive society. And last but not least, I went over some ways to implement programs. So imagine a world where students don't face struggles alone. School is not just an academic place, but also a sanctuary for healing and hope. This might seem far away, but someone like you and me every day can make another step closer to achieving a more healthy society. Thank you.